Some headphones. One more time. Alright. Hello. Hello. You're listening to the sweet, sweet sounds of Chibi Tech. Howdy, Power Dog. Hello, Saboku. Yo. So I want to continue like literally where we left off yesterday. So I was thinking about other signals we use, like in this song. We didn't make this song. This is Chibi Tech. Go download all of our stuff. So one thing that I think is neat about this, I have a sine wave, right? And I can change the pulse speed of the thing. Like, I think this will make it really slow, because I think this is in seconds. Right? But I actually want other values. Like, we have this debug time. Oh, debug sine. I wonder if I can get like a normal sine. What is linear sine? What? But I want to see... Ooh. I want a scalar parameter. I'm gonna preview this because so I want other types of pulses. This is neat, but it's only kind of musical. Like if we wanted to do like I guess that warble type of tune. Speaking of warbling, let's keep this going. Part 1 played. I would like part 2 to play. Let's preview this guy. Let's see. Hello, hello. So I want to make other types of like color changing functions, right? For example, if I had like a random per instance random? What is that? We talk about the transition phase. So what's happening here, if I stop previewing this, it's this value is being generated in this little material function, yeah? So we're multiplying time with some kind of input speed times sine. What is this? I'm pretty sure this is... Oh, okay. To scale the value. Right, and it's generating this color, like this pulse, right? And that's being applied to this transition phase. And so, like, there are other types of transition phases that we can use. We'll probably use a, what is it called? Instead of this noise generator, we'll probably use something a bit cheaper Because right now this is like a 300 instruction shader, which is cool, but a little bit crazy. And I just want to understand this portal a lot better. But instead of having something that has this kind of constant, like, this song's kind of distracting. Instead of something that has this constant, like, swell, like, it's a little bit more musical if we have different types of waves, like a positive or negative ramp, which is like a triangle wave, right, that has a certain phase. Or even like a pulse, right? Parameters that we can instance and kind of branch out. These are things that I want. So I'm trying to figure out how to do these things. Because I think that'll make me a way stronger tech artist, which I must admit up front that I am not a very strong tech artist today. But we're going to get better. I usually take the time before to clean up yesterday's work, but there isn't much to do yet. I don't know if this thing is tessellating either. It's like messing with that. Holy, maybe it is. I don't think we need tessellation. But how are you today? It feels like Monday. I know it's not Monday. Oh, it is working. Okay, so that's definitely tessellating. So let's make this displacement a lot stronger. I wish I could preview this node. Can I do maybe like a power? And used to be able to preview this here. There we go. So you can see a little bit of displacement. This is just kind of like leaving off from what we did, or from what I saw yesterday, really. As we make the most expensive shader known to man. Maybe something not as extreme. A little bit more variation. I do want to see what map this generates. It does take a while to get this data back. Also, that tessellation is crazy. But you can see it's moving these vertexes just a bit. Let's multiply this. I don't know, by like 10. I just want to see it look really squishy. There we go. But check this out. So it's only getting this blue channel, right? And so that information is making all of those vertexes that are affected go straight up. If I change this to lit, you'll see what I mean. Which, That's like a look, right? That's an idea. It's almost like it's freezing over, actually. There's a certain kind of joy that I get out of that. Alright, Chibi Tech. I know you got more music than that. I'm seriously just going in order. Do I want to hear this live thing? I don't know. Do you have more than 2 songs on it? I would like a whole set of stuff to keep me company. And if you have music to listen to while I'm figuring out what the heck material expressions and all this stuff do, please let me know. Alright, so what I'm doing with UV coordinates over here, I don't like it. Where are you going? Yo, dude. Check this out. Yeah! Displacement tessellation. That shit's beautiful.
Fucking awesome!
So I'm trying to...
That's amazing!
I'm trying to figure out other...
3D too!
Yeah.
Dude!
I'm trying to figure out what other stuff this can do.
I love it!
And like changing signals and... You know, we're just learning about making these things. Yo! Alright, so I don't need to break those apart anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure... Where's this going? To specular? Yeah. I mean, that is cool. Probably gonna get an error. Because it's putting in 0, 0 and 0.1. And multiplying that. Interesting. This kind of looks like water freezing over. I might accentuate that a bit by changing this purple to a bit more blue. I'll probably even rename the material, but... If I can get this right, if I can figure out what we're doing in terms of this, like... signal that we're generating, because that's all this thing is doing, right? But there are a couple of other things. There's gradients, right? So there's diamond gradient, there's linear gradient, radial gradient. What is this? Oh, but let's do one more thing, I think. Because now that we can see that we're getting blue out of here, I need to build a vector out of this. So kind of between here and there, or here to here, really, using the same strength. I want to make a constant 3 vector. One to 3, 3 to 1. Has to make a color. Make attribute, make float 3. Here we go. And so with this, I can take that information, actually probably before I multiply it, because I don't know what the output is going to be anymore. But I put the same info in for red, green, and blue. I'll probably get something that looks pretty good. And that'll at least expand all of the vertexes equally. I like how the noise just kind of kicks it there. Interesting. So we're getting black back. What are we using to build this thing? Using the results that are going into emissive color. So that's why it glows blue, but how do I desaturate something? Like, how do I make it black and white? Oh, right there. Huh. Sweet. So now I'm getting kind of whitish color in this node that we're previewing. So I guess we can make the contrast higher. That's kind of how power works. Let's see. I can't remember. It's probably a lower number, actually. There we go. And let's see. So now we're actually getting this. We're going to stop previewing that guy. And that should push this shader out in all directions. Let's look at wireframe mode again. Huh. Okay. Let's multiply this by something crazier. And then I want to invert this. -1. Yeah, look at that. Also, oh, I see. Crap, I need to multiply this by, like world position. Actor position. Is that right? Or vertex position? Should get something, or by the UV position. Actually, that makes more sense. This doesn't look like it's moving. UV. Show me what UV stuff you have. Hello, Tamaki. In Georgia. On your way home. Try the normals. Normal position. That's what I'm looking for. Look what? Normal. You were totally right. What does this thing do? Is it you? World space vertex normal. Yeah. So now I'm getting a color for each of these edges, which is probably correct actually. It looks pretty good. But it'll look similar to, yeah, that's brilliant. Cool, so we can stop previewing this. I think you're right. Okay, so I think that's working, but it seems like it's a little bit weak. Okay, so let's make you stronger. I guess I could use multiply add maybe? I just want like a constant. Oh, I can. It's already built into that. What am I saying? This doesn't seem like some kind of strange, like, cover. But let's see. I can't read your name from here. Yeah, it's breathing. Let's make it a little bit more extreme. And then let's make this pulse a little bit faster. So instead of 1 every 10 seconds or so, let's say twice a second. I'll go back to here. I need to thank user with the name Bakriari. Try the normals. Totally. It's like, that's pretty musical. It almost matches the song. Let's see. Oh. How about -50? I mean, it should shrink, right? And have this kind of strange looking noisy lattice. Alright, so one more thing. Let's figure out how much tessellation we want. Flat tessellation. Hey, it's Tyler. Dude, long time. How are you? Word. I'm doing alright. Making some strange materials over here. Good to see you. Good to see you. This ball looks like it would belong to Mr. Taco Man. Okay, I don't know who that is, but thanks. Let's make this a little bit less exciting. I also want to see, like, at what point does that tessellation just look like trash. Ooh yeah. So it's really like 100 is too much. Good stuff though. It's like an icy balloon. What are you working on these days?
Making a website for the Every Tyler, and then I got working on an assembly program.
Wow.
Yeah. Assembly fucking sucks.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's like, this is a material editor in Unreal. And we're making some weird material. I don't know, I kind of got sidetracked. I was trying to get this like tessellation and displacement thing to work. And thanks to our friend in chat here, Um, Valkyriari? Yeah, we just take the world space normals and displacing those guys. I'm gonna change the size of this noise function now. Let's see. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, there are quite a few weird, like, relation editor type things. That might be a bit too extreme. That looks cool though. Yeah. It's like a little bit of displacement. Like this is the kind of thing that we can, you know, probably get a lot more out of proportion now. Yeah, that looks like something freezing over. That's kind of good. I think, yeah. It's definitely useful. This is a lot of fun. But now that I have something that I like in terms of at least the look, I was trying to find something that's a bit larger. Mr. Taco Man is whoever you want him to be, baby. Alright. Looking good. So we can also probably script this parameter if we wanted to have like a event of something freezing over. I think that would be pretty convincing. But what I want to do is kind of what we were talking about, coming up with just like coming up with different signals to put in through this thing. Because now we know that works fine. I'm just trying to like, I'm trying to just leave it at a speed where it's not particularly distracting, but it's just gonna be distracting because it's this pulsing orb thing. Take care, Tamaki. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, that's reasonable. So let's see, what else we have? Alright. Some reasonable amount of data. I love it. I want to save this as something else. Like swelling ice or something like that. Because I could animate these parameters and have them like it's so bright out here. How about we put that material on this guy? It's not particularly convincing. It's cool though. Definitely looks better here on these like flat surfaces. And check out what it does to this mesh. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's a couple of undos. like it. Could also probably have it like become water on one side, but you can see that in areas that don't have a lot of detail, it like rips the mesh apart. It's kind of neat. But could be useful. I don't know. Alright. So let's go back to our original here. The wiggler. So this height lerp idea is pretty good. Let's change the color scheme a bit. And let's see. So it'll take a second to do its thing. And no. So let's save wiggle. So I'm really curious about this. How do I make a new material function? This is a hot trap. Oh, it's playing double. Bandcamp, fix that noise. Alright. Functions. So if I can get a gradient along the U-axis, like this isn't the right type of value. This is a vector 2. So wait, isn't there like a... This function has this type of thing in it. A linear gradient. The U and the B go out. Ah. So you'd think I'd be able to take that information. I was stepping up through one side, and it makes it halfway. What does this do? Ah, that looks cool. Now I can see that mask, right? Becoming more clear at the end. And becoming one at the beginning. It's a cave story cover. Let's see. What is a custom? What is a custom node? What does it do? Interesting. If I increase the contrast, that'll help make a more linear thing. Let's see. There we go. If I could just get the value of one of these lines across here. Except time. Maybe if I could break this out, like break out float components. So I have U and V. So let's do that. It's the same song. I'm gonna multiply that times time. Let's preview this node. Holy cow. I'm curious about what this will look like though. Stop previewing time. It's forbidden. What does time actually look like? Time is white and glowing. Expands everywhere infinitely. That's kind of weird. And texture coordinate. Yeah. It's from -1 to +1. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, I mean, isn't that just the effect? For example, this is like -2. Wouldn't this... Ooh, no, it doesn't work the way I thought it does. Okay. Times 0 to 1. I want this to be flat. Okay. What about another one? So from -1 to +1. What is this? Jump by the jump amount per step value. Whoa. That's kind of cool. I just want that. There we go. Look how it's 0. What does it do here? Ah. That's brilliant. Okay. Can I go negative? Not really. Okay. Because this actually, I think, becomes the map that I want. Although I do want to desaturate it. Let's preview you. Cool. So now I have something that looks like a pulse. Stop previewing. Compile my ridiculously complicated what? Oh, that's fine. The only thing about this that I kind of don't like is the timing. I think this is pretty lousy. Like, what is 1? So?
The time. It looks like it's oscillating at the same rate.
Like the what?
It looks like it's oscillating at the same rate.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's making a difference, right? Scalar. Looking good. At least it's interesting. It's got like this weird looking like marble type of core. I like that a lot. But you need a real value. Like, is it changing? It is. Probably. Hmm. So I have a ramp in either direction. This should be a parameter. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. This is phase. I'm receiving a lot of vibrations. Hey, Green Fox, how's it going? Yeah, there are people out here. It's what? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I see. We have stream-related business here on the stream. Yes, we can. We can still stream tomorrow. Prepare yourself for Malachi's Toy Box. Hope y'all are well. I hope you're well. Sorry for not being so responsive. I'm just really thinking about how these maps work. One thing that's kind of driving me nuts is this like period thing. Or this phase really. That like makes some sense, right? But what I don't understand is I wonder I can comment sections probably. That'd be useful. I'm just gonna sort this out. What is this doing? This is making a stronger displacement. Yay. We don't know what that is. We can pull this out to a parameter as well. Parameter scalar parm. And instead of that being 0, we'll make it displacement strength or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Displacement. And I don't know, for this, maybe like negative 100. So that's something like this tied to MIDI. That would look cool. Maybe the other way around. It kind of clips at 100 for some reason, but I think that just has to do with the boundaries of this tessellation. Doyo, doyo, doyo. And I can change the direction. What? Height, texture, multiply, phase. Why are you 0 by default? That seems wrong. There we go. Ground. All right. Pulse Marble sounds like a Mega Man boss. I don't know if GBC can keep me warm for this whole stream, man. We got a soundtrack about cats fighting each other. Sure. You know what? Sure. Otherwise, pretty good. But how do I change the rate of this? If I have this strength, have the phase, the rate's coming from this guy. We'll open that up in our browser and see what you're doing. Jeez. So texture coordinate mask. I don't need this right now. Ah, time with speed variable. Ha. You suck. Can I put that into this guy? Yes, I can. What are you made out of? Time plus a solid for speed. Nice. Okay. Sure. Well, let's borrow that function. Nope. I would love that though. Input time. I guess we'd copy this network over, but see if this works. Cons 0. What if I did it like 10? Can I get seizure inducing? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. So that sounds like the way to go. Token 3, we're listening to the wonderful tunes of Chibi Tech. Like, I basically want this function without the tiling. like just this is enough for me. Let's copy that. So now instead of all of this nonsense, we can do that. Baby. Blink. 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 I feel like something will probably break, but you know, we're testing things out here. 5 times a second. Can they do it? Yeah, they can. Hey! So let's change this out for a parameter now, but we can call rate, and we're done. Parameter. Scalar. I want to call you rate. If I could just hit F2. So this is the soundtrack for, yeah, whatever this is. Wanyan Slash. It kind of reminds me of like Pocky and Rocky. Although I've never played the game. You know, cute sprite cat samurai things are cute, I guess. Yeah. So now, this is like rate, description, cycles per second. And we can even say like, give me a float, even though it's obviously, or whatever, scalar. It's interchangeable. 1.5. I can pulse it up now. Yeah. Sweet. So let's save that as a hot ramp. And then yeah, it would be in Shinobi. Cat Shinobi. So I'm gonna call this hot ramp that. or triangle. Well, it's not really a triangle, it's a ramp. We're gonna have to put a little bit more work in to make a triangle. That's okay though. This is actually kind of a fun exercise. And now we have an ice bridge and some kind of crazy fire bridge. Blam! Displacement's a little bit out of control though, gotta say. Crazy fire bridge. So what did you like about this thing? Oh, this really should have a material instance on it. Wham, 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 wham. Let's change this. So here's wiggly. I need to create a material instance. A material instance will do its thing. Oh, it's underscore inst. Dope. Material instance is similar. It'll kind of act independently. And if this entire actor were part of a blueprint, like, let's see. Can I, like, not gonna lie, I love that thing to death. That's great. That's pretty creepy. What's up with this, like, crazy coloration? Some kind of world space looking thing. Maybe it's the reflection of something. So if I go into the material instance, now I have these parameters. Parameters. And I want to change the displacement of this to 0. Look at this. It's got like this texture. Such beautiful texture. Maybe not 0. Maybe 0 point whatever. I don't know. Let's make it 10. You know, I just don't want to knock my vertexes too far off. Also, I'm not using that tessellation parameter as well. But hot random rocks, hot randomness. So anyway, it doesn't make this mesh too displaced. Like it, yeah, it's going to kind of melt this thing a bit. That's neat. Another thing that this instance of this material can be is much slower. So I can go to my rate now, blam. Instead of 1.5 times a second, I could be like, you know, every third of a second or something like that. Blam, blam, blam. And so now this thing's kind of steadily melting. So as that is being burned, we will have a partner material instance of this ice bridge, because why the hell not? So over here, I'll make another instance. And we're going to do the same thing. But notice this, I don't actually have like, I don't know, I have this kind of speed thing going on. I don't know, it might be fun. Who knows? Let's try it out. Where is my material? There. Blam. So displacement is still pretty intense. Right, we're pushing this bridge apart. I don't think that's cool. So we're going to edit the original material to give us a property for world displacement that we can actually manipulate. Param, scalar, parameter, yeah. And this is just going to be the strength of our thing. This, what did I call it in the other one? I suck at this game, dude. Wiggle instance, there we go. You are called displacement. Oh. I would like to say that Unreal's got a whole bunch of great and wonderful, I think for this we can get a little bit crazy, 15 whole units. So we're gonna apply and save. Compile! We're out of Ninja Cat music. I need something else. Let's see. What else you got? What's he got? Tribute Tech. The Mutual Promise. And what is up with geeks and suicide packs? Alright. Beautiful. You're doing that regular thing. Our instance should be the same. Anyway, save your work as always. I don't need to change the default. I might want to change the pull speed. I haven't thought much about it. But you want the instance. Be the instance. Maybe that displacement is just too strong. Dun, 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 dun. Let's make it 5. Save it. Oh man, this part of the album is so boring because there's no noise. Alright. Sweet, there we go. Now we have a fiery bridge and an icy bridge. Yeah. But we need more types of materials. More material functions. Pretty soon I'm gonna want to, when I get back into material editing in terms of like unwrapping and texturing other assets, which I might do by the end of the week. Like, I didn't think that this would go so easily. But let me delete all of my mess that I made yesterday with like all of those like dudes in a room. Like if we go through right now, you can see like this, the travels of one ball. But like this room is neat. I think we could do better. Also, the one like particle system that's somewhere in here like activates and deactivates. It's like a really lousy Where's Waldo game. But that'd be a fun thing to address. I mean, we'd have to actually put all those elements in a list, or when they get created, add themselves to a list, and then manipulating that entire list is probably the workaround for that, if I really want to do something crazy. But a lot of this is going to be driven by blueprints in the future anyway, so not crazy about it. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright, you can go back to being the normal material. Where's my flat black content? Flat black. Yo, man. Be yourself. Alright. And let's see. Oh yeah, all of my triangle glow clones, y'all can die. Yes to all. So now there aren't any triangles in here, ideally. Show me that top view. Alright, room's empty. Beautiful. You ever see an overhang like this and just want to die? Why can't I see the transform component of this guy? That seems wrong. I probably have 2 things selected. There we go. Yay! Alright. Yeah! Alright, so let's see. I'll go back to my testing ground here. I really need to mark and add a bunch of these weird assets. So that guy still works, good, nice. This guy still works. Notice how like these guys don't really have the same relationship with those maps. Their reflection map kind of goes in and out. This one's a little bit more, not as noticeable. Let's go on a ride. Looks good. I like that a lot. turn that thing off from here. Could also turn this other thing on from here. Pew 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 pew. Let's see. Try the other one. Spiral me. What? It's pretty exciting. Turn it on from here too. That's great. Cool. I think that's a great look. Yeah. Alright, what else you got? Spiral path. This ball's kind of frustrating. I think I might get rid of all these stupid spears. Static mesh. A. All of you suck. Delete. Thanks, man. So far, this tape is much better. Definitely, definitely. I'm really impressed by this technique. It's very difficult. Where was I? Let's build lighting real quick. Wait. Oh, whatever. Doom, doom, doom. Adam RV, hello and welcome. Who's in chat today anyway? Electrical skateboard, always. Paradox TV, Grinfox, Slow Cool. Hi. Don't mess with Dogan 3. Probably gonna get a bunch of errors about how my lighting is not optimized. What's all this? Ooh, interesting. That's fine. Yeah, I know those balls aren't in the way. Sweet. Turn it up. Turn it off. What else you got? Yeah, that's much more fun. Woo! I like that. Rebuilding the lighting did a lot for some of this stuff. Like the orange on the inside of these things. That looks nice. I can dig that. Let's go. This song really matches this. I kind of want to fix my Greeble meshes. There's a lot of mesh related stuff to fix. But you look great. Also that reflection is huge. I want a screenshot, you know? The size of Monterey. Something like that. Let's see if I crash Unreal. It's good stuff, Doug, I'm telling you. It's gonna wait for that command to finish doing its thing. And that's how you crash Unreal. Alright. Probably not out of memory. Anyway. What you were doing, I was making a high-res screenshot. Times 8 was probably too high. So we're gonna send in restart. I know. I wish I could. I mean, I guess I could. We'll see how good Unreal is about reopening. Here it is. Hi, friend. Yes. Unreal Editor did not shut down correctly. Has autosaves associated with them. Would you like to restore yeah, I would definitely like to restore. It's okay. All of my work is gone. Just kidding. Alright. Gosh, every freaking editor on Earth is open at once. Sweet. Okay, so maybe a less ambitious screenshot. I just like the look of this like gold tower thing. Like I want that. Some good composition, you know, something crazy. Did those spheres get deleted? No, they didn't. It's a good track. Alright, I'm going for 2. Let's do a little housekeeping beforehand. So I wanna any new assets I wanna mark for add. I kinda wanna update this screenshot as well. That's much better. Alright, so all of these things. There should be an option in here. I want to check out all modified files. And then submit. It's gonna take a second. Change the description. So we created pulsed materials. Let's see, what other tools? So I also kind of want regular, like, it's not really pulse. It kind of is. I want one as a ramp and one as a sign, but like they're not that exciting. Let's see. Good. I mean, I guess these albums can't be too crazy long, right? Because they take a ton of work to put together. Like a ton. That's right. We've got one more. We've almost caught up with Chibi Tech. Wow, there's a whole set of stuff. Let's do it. I'm inspired. If Unreal crashes again, I'll probably open Family Tracker. Wow, this time has flown by. Every time I see Dogen's nickname, I think of someone else. We're just taking this slow. Nerding it. Source control takes time. What happened? Art Tools Greeble test is scheduled for edition but is missing. Okay. So when I submit all, I need to make sure that that isn't there. Although that folder shouldn't even show up, honestly. Content. Like, there's nothing here. Oh no. Can I set you to ignore a certain thing? Yeah, here. Greeble test is scheduled for edition. Okay, so that's fine. So I check in again. I just need to make sure that Greeble test measures is correct, but Greeble test used to have that entire asset inside of it. So we're going to submit. Here it is. Scribble plane is in there. You're not in the marked for ad list anymore. Also, I'm not sure where I want to go next. I think I just want to unwrap for the remainder of this show. I don't see that file that you're looking for, so it's probably fine. We'll just say remove to Greeble test folder. Replace with Greeble test meshes folder and art tools. Okay. That should be better. And while we're at it, we can open up Maya and see who needs help. There are a lot of materials, there are a lot of meshes that just aren't working. What's this? I've heard this before. New features are highlighted. Don't show me. Thanks. Alright. Open. I want to open my scene that has everything in it. Fab gallery. Open. I really need to have references to other files in here, but I just want to see what's unwrapped and what's not. Maybe make a list. I have a list on Google Drive. I was trying to get to it the other day and it was a disaster. But the assets that I have already, gotta prepare them for prime time. Gotta put them in the pipeline. These things rhyme. Wow. Okay. So you all recognize this gate. We'll use that to death. Can I view this textured? Alright. I can see that everything is kind of got a nice material and stuff, but it's not what I was asking. Apply. Checker UV preview. There we go. Alright. So this looks okay. This looks terrible. This looks okay. Oh, you guys are ready to be painted, it looks like. Except I have no idea what's going on here. Like, this looks like trash. It's beautiful except for the parts that look like trash. And of course, we know you're fine. I was actually working on you. Who obviously needs work. You look like trash too, my friend. What is this overlapping UV nonsense? Alright. And also, like, what the heck do you know, you call this an asset? Like, what is this? Like, it's cute here. It was cute here a while ago. Let's go, oh, wow. Alright, this is where I get, like, 3D navigation dysphoria. Because these computer programs have very similar, but not the same looks. Alright. Looks like everything else was submitted. That's the thing about this though, is like I don't really believe in you. Check in, right? You would think all of this stuff, it's marked for ad, that I could just leave it. Of course I'm going to need it, but it's all stuff that's part of this level. The level is checked out. Gotcha. Well, at least we have, like... I want to delete this. It's a weird modulation. Not gonna lie. What? What? Yeah, we're gonna have to delete it. Are you sure? Yes. I don't really need these right now. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just angry now. Let's do all of them. Check in. Power block. Blueprint assets. So much organization. I just want to see that source controls. Oh, what's wrong, man? Oh, is it because I'm using them? Can I see the edition schedule? I have to like do this in Tortoise, like outside of Unreal, because that's making me sad. Alright. Let's open recent. There it is. So there's a rail, test car, skeleton align, simple car, world overview, arm light. This is what I was working on. Don't save. Don't do it. It's gonna take 700 years to load. Making viewport 2.0 out of this. Oof, trying to navigate in the Unreal way. So this is our final design for this guy. It looks 1,000 times better than this guy. Version 1, 2, yeah. I even like the, even though it's displaced, I like the proportions a lot more. And we can see what we've unwrapped. And we can see that it doesn't look like booty. All things I'm proud of. So, let's continue on this path. Unwrapping as we go. You enjoy the checker mat. You know what? That looks pretty good, except for this. Can I get this like unlit? Okay. I love that wireframe. It looks all serious. Alright. So let's fix you up. Show me your texture page. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright. So it's pretty much a box still. Which isn't inaccurate, but we have so much more stuff that we can actually do with this. I kind of can't wait to just texture this one part because it looks so damn cool. So let's go to UVs. I want to show texture borders. And actually, I think I want to make like a really ugly map of this first, like a sphere. So that it shows just one seam. And actually, that's a pretty good map. I kinda can't complain about that. I need to go to the material attributes here. Just make sure that this is appropriately proportioned, but like, that doesn't suck at all, actually. It is kind of squished. So I just make this smoother, but I can do that here to UV. And I can normalize this, I think is the button I'm looking for. Or unfold. I don't know. That's better. Let's see. Follows the curvature a lot more, has a lot less distortion. There's this ridiculous seam along the back. This is actually the thing that I sought to avoid. And that's kind of why I started with that circular unwrap, or the spherical unwrap. Let's see. Because there are plenty of places this thing actually has seams. Like, I don't have to conform to the man's idea of what a seam is. Here, cut UVs. Right? Where is this button? It's like a scissor thing up here. Smooth layout. Guess I can't do that for all of these things. Select the edge, loop that I want to cut. Turn that collection. Oh, here it is. Blam. So now I have a seam inside of a seam, which is exactly what you need. Because this other seam doesn't make any sense. Along the back center here. It's easier to see. Right there. Like, that's cute, but unnecessary. So I can sew those UVs. Alright, and it messes this guy up, but only for a second. Because I can cut more sections out. Let's cut UVs. Yeah, so now I have a seam going down the middle of that. Cut UVs. Some more seams. So now I think this whole thing is separate. I could also do the same thing with the eyes. Because there is like a solid edge here. Right? Should be kind of nice. I don't know how detailed we want to get, but we might as well. That's the same edge? Ooh, that's probably dangerous. I'm glad we had this top. That is a seam though. There's a space between these things. You know what? Let's try it out. I was thinking it was this guy. Let's see. It's the line on the outside, not the line on the inside. Yeah, let's do it. Cut UVs. Object mode. I want to lay out these UVs now. Yeah. Unfold. How do we do? That looks 1,000 times better. A little bit of an issue with density, but that is what I'm talking about. Looks like we have 2 islands here as well. That's kind of unnecessary. So we can fix that pretty easily. Because I had this cut going along the top. If I went from here... Let's see this. No. To show. There we go. So I can move you and anything that's like you, which I think this is the other part. This is, yeah, the underside. To show. And there are also a bunch of bits and bobs. So these are the eyes. What are these? Oh, it's like an inseam. Of the eye, though. That's actually kind of useful. Alright. So let's give that a little bit more space. Our computer also might be crying because it's running this game engine in the background. So we're going to make sure that we close that. Nope, my computer just is sad. Alright, that's fine. It's okay to be sad. Sometimes you gotta be sad. Okay, there should be another strip between these 2 parts as well. If I go to show, we should be able to extract it. Or is it this part? So, to show. So this is the entire underside part, which isn't bad. I don't know, that's not too bad. These are just opposites. I don't hate that. Like, it really shouldn't favor one side or the other, actually. Yeah. So much for that. So, let's see. Ever get the feeling that your computer doesn't like you? Also probably trying to move tens of thousands of UVs. Yeah. Everything's fine. Honk. That's a nice little sound. I mean, everything else is pretty good. I just want to get these two things to be a little bit more aligned. And I kind of want to get back into Quixel. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Ooh. Because now we have a little bit of control over materials, right? So why not get Quixel-y with it? Just a thought. Let's see, maybe like this. This entire fit just came from this set being too darn large. Like, it's not complicated, dude. Just look like you would fit alongside the edge of one of these other points and we'd be fine. It'd be smarter if I did that. Shell. That's a great effect. Can actually make this larger or smaller? Smaller. Hey. I'm gonna put you over here. It's not like a great unwrap. But now that everything is there, let's just do this. It's better. Keeps the ratio about the same. What are we listening to? A little bit of episodes, Little Mega Man. Listening to the most recent release from the Idle Composer's Musings. That would be Psychosomatic Generation by Chibi-Tech. I really like the album art. Like, there's a lot to love about this thing. It's good stuff. Hey, Jimbo Bajillion. it's probably like Jimbo, but I like to think about it as like a type of exponent, you know, like some kind of scaled number. That is a way better looking UV map. Yeah. That is something that I'd vote for that. I'd genuinely enjoy it as well. We must be running the heck out of time. I have 10 minutes left. You have 10 minutes to tell me about how you're feeling as I try to unwrap this mysterious thing in 10 minutes. I guess once I know everything is cool, I really need to like... Oh, I know what I'll do. Let's make a new material that's like this material. Wait a minute, you seem like you're unwrapped. This is the thing, is I can't really tell, but I also don't like all these checkered patterns. If I assign an existing material. That looks pretty close. How about you? I mean, you're fine. How about you? Nope. How about you? You should be fine. Oh gosh, no, look at these UVs. No way. You call those UVs? That's a joke and change. That's not happening. Even in Ukraine, that's not happening. Let's do that. Better? Worse? I mean, you really need to rotate this in order to go there. I like that though. I mean, this is really a cylindrical map, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Object mode. Let's do this again. Now I want to be able to rotate this cage. How do I do that? They're like really hard to see on my end, probably equally impossible on your end, but there's this thing. And that kind of helps, but the real magic happens in this thing. We can rotate this thing per channel. Hey, 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 hey. I guess in Z. Whatever the thing's. -30. -45. Let's just keep going. -80. -70. There we go. Now we have something that vaguely resembles unwrap. Sweet. Ooh. I didn't. What? Sweet. Switch this to UVs. I mean, like, really one bad... like, it really only takes one spherical map, really, to do most things. I just want something that's more or less whole. It's kind of hard to see these tools. There we go. And that dissects this guy. Yeah, or bisects. Undo what you were doing yesterday. Today is the day you'll do what you want. It's the stream. Making up words to a song that people probably know. But I kinda like that. I live for irreverent lyrics, not gonna lie. Alright. I'm actually looking for a clue in that UV editor window thing about where that mesh breaks. It looks like a very interesting stockings. So there's this guy, yeah. You can move the center of the projection. This gets me thinking about all kinds of stuff. Is this the same thing? Like, am I... no, we're rotating the object. I'm not buying it. What is this button? What is this button? They're like, oh, I thought you didn't want any hips. A contour stretch mapping? Let's try it. I don't know. What do I have to do? Warning. Only works on faces. Try turning on tool options. Convert selection on. Oh. Okay, well. I mean, there's the old country way of doing this, where you kind of like line it up and then take a shot, which I'm more inclined to do. Right? Because this way I can at least get what I want. And look, it even gives me some seams already. That doesn't suck. Show me the texture borders. There aren't any. This mesh has seams. My guy. Okay. So you I want you. I want you. Did I cut the one down the side already? I did. I cut those UVs. Now I have seams. It really just makes so much more sense. This is so much faster. Layout UVs. Smooth UVs. Thanks, man. Layout UVs again. Thanks, man. Like, I probably don't need to go through much with that, but I mean, like, that is 1,000 times better. Oh well. There's some weird errors with this as well. This looks like it was just box unwrapped. That's fine. I mean, it's not. We're gonna change it, but I don't know, I guess density and scale is gonna be the thing that makes the biggest difference. Because when I see something like this, and compare it to the rest of this mesh, I'm just like, meh. Like you. Oh, we were actually doing something with this, but you should be looking good, not stretched like these jokers. We can combine all of these maps later, but we probably won't need to, now that I think about it. Anyway. I just wouldn't want to, well no, but we could use prefabs. Ooh. Also, what's going on with this mesh? One thing I like about this process is, it's kind of like that last chance at making sure your stuff is good looking. What? Object mode. All right. Okay. So resed up. You are all in the resed up group, and not. So remove selected objects from this group. What am I doing wrong? Add selected objects. Remove selected objects. Yay! Alright, cool. Sweet. real layers. Alright, group, center pivot. Just wanna get like a ballpark in the center looking kind of thing. We can do this for the whole set, right? Jimbo, what have you been up to, man? Probably busy. You seem like a busy dude. You work very hard at geeky things. Quite the model of a nerd. Looking good. Alright. Get out of here, other models. Sweet. I feel better about this already. Arduino. Oh, yeah. I think Tyler, my homie over here, also is an Arduino guy. Raspberry Pi. Huh? Oh, really? What do you like? I don't know. What are you focusing on these days? What are you hacking on? That sounds alright. Jimbo is using a synth library to make custom musical instruments. Oh, that's cool. Actually, Jimbo, you might be interested in this. I picked up an Axolotl, which is like a DSP kind of like fun box, build it yourself synthesizer type of framework thing. And they have this crazy like layout, like kind of like blueprints, right? Like in Unreal, where you can build like synthesizer programs. It's pretty sweet. But I actually haven't had a lot of time to like sit around and patch in it. I've been too busy like looking at new APIs for new stuff, thinking about what other games to work on. You know, trying to be productive by not doing anything except for reading other people's documentation. Yay! Oh, you found the link yesterday. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in like the micro, like the really small scale, like Raspberry Pi and stuff, like the Raspberry Pi Zero. It's like what do you do with that? It's like $5, but it's like this crazy powerful machine, right? That like, you know, makes a lot of sense to me. What do you? So wait, what's with assembly? Are you like studying that or? Nice. But assembly for what? Like is it like a Nanta Tetris assembly or like a? Oh, whoa. Okay. Cool. Arduino boots in less than a second. Yeah. Yeah, true. That Linux kernel boot time. Yeah, I'm trying to get into really specific like tools for that type of thing. I just don't know, like I don't have like a dream project for it yet. Like you kind of have to sit and play with these things and figure out like what can you do with it, right? You have to start. It takes a lot of work to like draw a border, right, and go like, oh yeah, this is definitely what this should be. It's not about I guess what should as much as like, I don't know what's fun, right? Yeah, I definitely like the thing boots like super quick. It's practically instant, like the synthesizer thing I have. But like this looks like another edge that I want on the opposite side. I'm just trying to like get a frame of reference for how to locate it. Starting to touch on board layout and 3D printing. You got a mind map of it. I can't do the mind map. I think much in the same way that I've been exploring the material editor I just like I need to build an inline map like internally. Because if I can really like, I don't know. I guess it's good for keeping track of your exploration of an idea. I value that, but I definitely have a hard time just getting it all there. UVs, you're looking good, UVs. Unfold for me. Lay out for me. Sweet. That is not particularly clean, but we got it kind of there. Like, it'll be convincing to the point where I'll forget about it in this view. Right? Where it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. But I know it's not fine. But it's close enough for now. I mean, I guess we can actually use those edits to fix those things. It's kind of useful. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely, like, I stumble around through notes and things I've told myself to do over the years, and it's like, the only way that I can make any real progress with anything is by chasing the passion for that thing. Ooh, here's where that stupid thing is. Maybe I can get a loop out of this. I see. That was the end of that album. Here I am streaming past time. Anyway, let's save our work. Now I can never be beaten. Dogan 3, thank you for... Oh my goodness, Dogan's the boss. Why are you the boss with slightly less health, though? I'm very confused. I need to figure out the boss thing. I wonder if I can assign the boss in Streamlabs and, like, fix you up with, like, 1 billion points or something. It just is a little bit too... It isn't good enough. It isn't good enough. It's hard to tune. But thank you for beating Robbie. Now we have trash that we can talk. This I appreciate. So I want to select the faces that are inside of this edge loop. Here we go. Contained. Seriously though? Cut UVs. Alright. And so, I don't know, unwrapping though. It's therapeutic. I like this. So UVs. Because I can go around and fix up meshes. I like 3D a lot. To think this is all the stream used to be. But now you've got game tools and stuff. Who could it be now? Probably Brian Burwell. I hear Dog Tracks is up tonight. Could be, could not be. No one knows for sure. But thank you so much for getting in on this battle. Let's see. This looks like that border, right? This is that edge. I could totally see it here, right? If I was to select that edge and cut those UVs out. Beautiful. So what the heck's going on with this edge? It's the same kind of problem. So we'll do this. Let's see if we get better shapes. Looks like that thing broke away from this thing. That's cool. That's cool. Like, not bad. Anyway, details. That looks a little bit better. Obviously, it's it's not properly oriented. But I like that it's not particularly perfect. There are a couple of things to fix here. Like, this really needs to be a seam across the top and the back. If you look at it in just like normal shaded view, you can see that these are objects. These are like cuts. These are pockets. Having those two things separate would be neat. Have a glowing parts. Yeah. Same with you. Anyway. That is the name of the game. The name of the stream is Power Shock, Power Block. Rain coming. So see you Friday. I will not stream probably. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But the music timing was perfect. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Jimbo Million, it's good to see you again. I hope you're well. I hope your geek research is going well. When we met in person, I have too many nerds to talk to that I can't even get a good question out anymore. These days I'm studying, obviously this. I'm getting deeper into tech art stuff. I'm making a bunch of music. I'm studying education and philosophy and better computer science. Like these things are starting to overlap a little bit more. Just general computer science folks, developer culture. Listening to a lot of seminars. But yes, it's all about tech art. So I need to know more about demos. If you know like demo scene stuff or crazy visual effects, please let me know. I would love to exploit those resources for everyone's gain of an extremely sweet experience. But between here and then, I want to thank everyone so much who's with us this afternoon. Oh man, yeah, Jimbo, send me the demo scene stuff. Varda, hello, hi. I will wave in peace to all of you guys. But between here and then, I'll see you. Come back tomorrow for more Power Vlog. Come back this evening for another mysterious stream, probably. Anyway, this is me and Invisible Tyler. Peace.